maybe that's not obvious, but to me it is. We have a clear agenda with a good plan and hopefully a lot of fun stuff for you guys. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Today, April's going to be our awesome DJ. And I'm going to be your host. We're going to facilitate this thing. We have a great agenda, lots of prizes, lots of giveaways, lots of opportunities to make some money, make some, hopefully some aha moments for everybody. And we got to go through a couple of things just to get started, some housekeeping, maybe a little bit of rules, and just set the tone for the day. So I appreciate everyone for being on time today. That was awesome. Everybody got at least something to drink and maybe a pastry or something out there to tide them over. We will have an awesome lunch. I think you guys all know what you ordered, but that's coming as well. So one of the things we want to go through in the morning right now is the packet that you have. If you'll hold on to that throughout the day, even if you're going to move, which you will move several times out of these seats. So don't get too comfortable where you're at. That's my theme in the world, let's not get too comfortable, right? So keep these packets with your name on it at least, and then when we move and do activities, you're welcome to toss them on the tables around or leave them on a chair or something like that. But this packet is going to get you a bonus check at the end of the day, so it'll be important for you to have everything in this kind of complete, okay? So we'll go through that. One of the things we did, just to give you a heads up of how we got started on this, is a few months ago, Christine came to us, April and I, and asked us if we'd be willing to put together a team building activity, like a huge event. I say huge because I feel like this is something we've never done and something hopefully we'll maybe get to repeat depending on how everybody feels at the end of today. But when she asked us to do that, I was excited, flattered, and all of the above. And then I went, wow, what are we going to do? We've got a budget, we got some boundaries, not a lot, and then we got just kind of the freedom to make an event happen. So taking into consideration, we're probably not going to make everybody happy. I've given up on that probably 20 years ago, which is awesome. We did this. So what we're going to do today is have a bunch of fun. I think this is what I call fun. We're going to give out a ton of stuff. We're going to get to know each other a little bit better than we do every day when we pass each other in the halls and through the warehouse. And at the end of the day, we're hopefully all going to at least take away something that gives us just a little piece of something to go through the rest of this year and in our own lives personally as well as professionally, okay? And so with that, I do want to give a couple of thanks to people right now just before we get started so I don't leave them off the list. One is to April. She's been an awesome help. We've done this together from the day one, and we've stayed a lot of time either after work, before work, or brainstorming throughout the time. So if everybody could just at least acknowledge April and give her a hand. And a couple of weeks into the event, I'd say probably maybe 3 weeks in, we realized, wow, we're in pretty deep because we got all these crazy ideas and no one to tame us down. So we pulled Glenn, the reasonable one, into the picture, and we got Glenn's help, and he's been totally awesome to help us out, so give us that again. And just like I mentioned yesterday, one of the things that I think is absolutely key to any company running correctly is to have a great leader. And so one of the things that we've gotten from this opportunity is to say, hey, you know, all of us got the 4-page letter from Christine a few weeks ago letting us know the condition of other divisions, like I was mentioning last night. Some other divisions are struggling. Some other divisions are outsourcing to different countries just to keep the doors open, I guess you could say, or however it's been discovered. We got to do some things differently in the next years to keep the business alive and to keep everybody employed. And so one of the things we have to thank today is the opportunity that we have for the budget and to take the time off and to get everybody here today. So I want to thank Christine for that. So, like I mentioned yesterday, I just want to reiterate, I do appreciate everybody taking the day. I understand we all have a lot on our plates. All of us in this room have tons to do, and I know today is like probably the least ideal day for us to be here. But if we could just, for today, leave that aside for a minute, let's just get something out of this. Because one of the things that we find out with activities like this or times like this when we take a pause or a reset is that the opportunity that's in front of us right now is to just build that team so we can get through the next couple of months and the next couple of years. You know, understand, like, it doesn't matter how much money a company puts into all the equipment and all the tools and all the planning and all the resources and all the computers and the copy machines. If they don't have good people that work together and work smart, it's not going to do us any good. So right now, that's what we're about. We're going to build a team from the ground up today. There's a lot of things that you're going to have to do that are going to be uncomfortable, and that's okay. Okay, all right? We're not going to have you come up here and sing or dance or do anything that's going to make you feel like a fool. We're going to play some activities. We're going to, you know, hold each other's hands at times. We're not going to sing Kumbaya, I promise you that. But we are going to hold hands a couple of times and do some things. That's okay. Everybody okay with that? Right? Okay? No hokey pokey, I promise you. I won't ask you to come up here and do anything crazy. Yeah, you won't feel like a fool. What you will get out of it, though, if you are willing to just just play full out today and just do what we ask you to do and kind of just jump on board and go, you know what, they're doing it, I'm going to do it too, is that you're going to get something out of it today that I can't tell you what that's going to be. But what I hope is that all the planning and all the time and all the dedication that we've put into this comes across in everything that we show you. So for that, I just want to say thank you to everybody in this room for helping us put it, like with all the questionnaires and all the videos that we've been playing and all the secrets we've kept and all that kind of stuff. For all of you guys putting up with that and showing up today, ready to play full out. So thank you guys in the room. Give your guys so much. Okay, so with that, we're going to get started. One of the things I was going to say is, you know, about the teamwork thing. We've had a softball team, in case those of you who don't play on our team, probably lucky for you at this point. But anyway, we have a Micro 4 softball game, our team, and our last game of the season is tonight. And while we have not won one single game, our team knows one thing is true about being on a team. If you don't practice, you don't play well, right? So we are going to practice today being a better team, and next week and every week after that, we are going to play better and better and better, because we're going to know how to communicate with each other and call each other out on some of the things that maybe I don't like or you don't like or whatever it is. And at the end of the day, we're going to shake hands, we're going to go home to our families, and we're going to come back the next day and do it again, and we're going to do it again and do it again and do it better, okay? So that's what I want to show today, is that without practice, I'll call out the Dodgers because I'm a Dodgers fan. If that makes anybody upset, I'm sorry. But we wouldn't be in Game 6 tonight of the World Series if we didn't practice, right? So today, we're going to start our practice, okay? One of the things that, with that, is we're going to kick off a campaign today to get some awareness out. We're going to call it the we're not going to go there. We're going to call it the All About Solutions campaign. I'm going to have to reach that table some other way. Yeah, just a second. What this is going to be is today, all day long, your first opportunity to make some money. It's going to go like this. We're going to pass out these necklaces. They look like Mardi Gras beads, so when our video and our pictures come out, it's going to look like we had a party. Right? So everybody's going to wear these necklaces throughout the day. If you're caught for any reason at all making a complaint and a judge, any of these referees in the back of the room that look designated for the position today, if anybody gets caught complaining by somebody else, they're going to take their beads away, and you get to wear those beads. You could walk around with all 40 necklaces today, and for every necklace that you have on at the end of the day, you're going to get a $5 bonus. So every bounty on the necklace is $5, okay? So let's just make the rules a little clearer so everybody knows. If I have 4 necklaces on, because I've caught a few people complaining, which I find hard to believe today because I don't think any complaints are coming out of this room. However, I've been shocked before. So what I would say is, if I'm wearing 4 necklaces and someone comes up to me and I go, man, I just don't want to do this. It's after lunch. I'm tired. It's Friday, blah, blah. And then someone goes, that's a complaint. Then I have to take off all but one of those necklaces and give it to that person who catches me. Okay? So you got to be aware of that. What we're going to do is minimize the amount of complaints that everybody has, and we're going to say this is all about solutions. So if you're not putting a solution out in the world, like some way to make things better, some way to tackle a challenge or whatever it is that comes out in the form of a solution, today, I don't necessarily want to hear about it. So that's where we're at, okay? So the bracelets or the necklace that are going to go around, we're going to have everybody get one, and then as soon as you put it on, it kind of starts, okay? If there's a dispute, the guys in the back, which I'll also introduce, they're dressed as referees for a reason. They're going to be our judges throughout the day. So whatever they say goes through the day, like that's how it's going to go. Just to let you all know. Okay. So with that, we'll pass out these necklaces right here. And while she's doing that, we can continue. I just want to give everybody at least a necklace.
New Orleans.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah.
That's that place.
Yeah.
That's my team.
Okay, thank you very much. On this one over here? Yeah. Thank you. Awesome. Appreciate it. Okay, so now I won't blast your ears with that noise. Want to hear the most noise sound in the world? Just kidding. Okay, this looks good. This looks good. These are fitting. So just to continue on the thank yous, because at this time I forgot to thank you, give a shout out to a couple of people that are here today on their own time.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So if you guys have met her or haven't, this is right here in the back of the room is my mother-in-law. Her name is Lee, everybody. She's here today to get some video for us. Let's she wants to do, because I was so convinced her it's a great idea, is get some video testimonials anytime through the day. When you have something to say, doesn't matter what it is, hopefully it's all positive and great information about how much fun you're having, but we'll take whatever you got. If you want to step aside with her at some point in the day and let her get a video comment of how you're feeling or what your temperature is at that time, we'd love to hear about it. We're going to put together a whole compilation at the end of this and make some cool videos for everyone. So at the end of the day, we want to have some people go through that. So if you're feeling excited, you're feeling whatever it is, share that with her and let her get it on video if you don't mind.
So she can't take their necklaces if they...
She can't take their necklaces, yeah. If you're not wearing a necklace, unfortunately, you're not allowed to take a necklace from somebody. But she doesn't take any crap either, just so you guys know. All right, in the back of the room also with the flashback there, this is Robin. This is Michael Clark's wife, everybody. She's here to take some photos for us. Thank you, Robin. And she's given up her day, like I say, to be here to help us get some great shots. So anytime you guys, basically see her around or whatever, give them both a thank you if you would. And in the back of the room also, everybody knows Brian, or I don't know if you do, but this is my other half, Brian right here. He's going to be one of our referees today. Thank you all. All right, so with that, we're going to get started on our first activity. I think there's echo. Is there echo in here? Okay. Okay. Is there echo? All right. Let's go through the packet, if I could use yours real quick. Everybody got this packet when they walked in the room, and I don't know if you've looked through it or not, but there's a bunch of color-coded pages in here. One of the things we're going to do through the day is just call out what color you need, so it makes it very easy for us to all play along. And then at the end of the day, they should all be filled out or tackled. But I want to talk about this green one, because this looks like money, doesn't it? It is. This is how you're going to get paid today, so I want to show everybody what this is about. Turning to the green page, it's a ledger that's going to show you a bunch of activities that we're going to do. And then at this part right here, a little extra, and then some penalties, which I don't really like to talk about that, but I got to bring it up. And some signatures. So the top right here says, just for showing up today, everybody in this room is getting $50. So that's awesome, right? In addition to that, I don't know if you know this, but it's Friday, it's payday. Those are all good things. So that $50 is your starting balance. We cannot take that away from you unless you absolutely just do something crazy that I don't know what I would have to do with that. So that $50 is yours. You participate in everything else that happens today. Play full out and do your thing like we're all going to do. You're going to get another $25. So $75 just for showing up today. And then these games right here, at the end of the day, everybody that wins the game is going to get an additional bonus on each of those. So we're going to just show you each of the games is worth like $15 to the winner. So we're going to keep track of that. And then there's some extra little riddles and prizes and things like that right here. You'll see in the middle. So we just want to make sure everybody tracks that through the day with us. The penalties at the bottom, I hate to bring this up, but I'm going to. We have some penalties for people that come late, which I think everybody here was on time, and I love that. But at the breaks when we go out, and at the lunches when we go out, all the things that we do outside of that door when you're out of those chairs, when we get back in here, in order for us to stay on task, we got to be back in here on time. So the judges are going to stand at the door, and anybody who comes in late is going to get a $1 penalty if you're late. So for every minute that you're late. If you're later than 5 minutes, it's going to cost you $5 a minute. I don't think anybody's going to have to do that, but I got to say it so we have it on video so you know what's happening. So there's these things called disciplines also. Discipline is a good word. Okay, I'll say it for this reason. It's kind of like this. How many people in this room want to either lose weight, stop smoking, or make more money? Raise your hand, right? Lose weight, stop smoking, or make more money. Everybody has their hand up, right? We all want to do it. All those things take discipline. So in order for us to recognize what discipline is, we're going to do some silly things today that give us the opportunity to just be conscious of that discipline. So we all know in order to lose weight, you got to stop drinking soda, you got to stop eating crazy fast food stuff, and you got to probably work out a little bit to make that happen. It's not like we don't know what's required in order to make that happen, lose weight, and yet we don't lose weight when we say we want to lose weight. Same thing about stopping smoking. How easy is it to stop smoking? When I say easy, I mean stop smoking, right? Just stop smoking, right? Yeah, exactly. You've done it 100 times. Exactly. It's not that easy, but it does take discipline. So when you have discipline in your life for any reason, it makes things that you want attainable. So what we're going to do today is have a discipline. It's kind of a silly one, but everything we do today has a reason. So one of the things we're going to do is every time you come back to these seats, which won't be a lot, but when you do, we want you to find a different seat to sit in. So wherever you're sitting right now, remember that, these guys will, and you will find a different seat each time. Every single time, so you get a different perspective. You sit by somebody new, you see something different in the room, the way it's set up, okay? One discipline. If you're caught sitting in a seat that was a seat that you were sitting in earlier, say Jason's right here and he's here when I come back from a break, he's gonna get fined $1, okay? Disciplines, pay attention to them, they're kind of important. I might give you some more disciplines through the day, but that's just one, so that's what that paper says. And then I wrote it on here because at the day that I made this ledger, I thought, wow, what if people don't participate? Then I thought, that's crazy, everybody's gonna participate, because how could you not? But I wrote it on here in case someone doesn't participate. That's crazy to me, but it's here. So with that, there's a non-participation fee. The fee is not disclosed at this time. It will be determined by the lack of participation, I suppose, and I'm hoping we don't have to enforce that to anybody. Really, it just is like this. We have the teams divided up very equally on everything that we're going to do today. That's why you took those little tags with you when you came in the room at registration. You have all those little tags. That's going to divide you onto a team for a game. The teams are evenly divided by the amount of people that showed up today. And if someone sits out, we have to not only sit you out, we have to sit 2 other people out to keep the teams divided, equally. So I think you guys understand the importance of playing full out and participating. All right? Anybody have any questions about any of that so far? Questions? No? Everybody's good? All right, let's do this. There's a red form inside of your envelope. It's called Human Bingo. Let's pull that out. And does everybody have a pen? Oh, can you get pens? Thank you. I forgot. They're supposed to have pens. Christine's going to get pens for everybody. And what's going to happen, you might remember the questionnaires that you guys filled out at the beginning of, what was that? The beginning of time, I don't know what it was. A couple of weeks ago, probably, we sent out the questionnaires. We took some information off those questionnaires and we used it on this bingo board. All of us play bingo. We know how to play bingo. What we're going to do is you're going to find somebody different for every one of those boxes that fills up that bingo board. And they're going to initial on your board what it is. So say somebody, I don't know, somebody has grandkids. Say that's Bill right here, and he wants to sign off on that on your board. He can sign off on that. Bill can only sign one time on any board that he signs, just like anybody in this room, okay? So when we get started, the music's going to play. You're going to find 20 different people that meet that criteria. Everybody in this room can sign whichever square they want, but only sign one person's square each time. Make sense? No. Okay, I'm not sure.
So wait, you get all 20?
You get all 20 of them filled out. Yeah, we're playing like blackout bingo. Okay? So when Beth comes up to me or whoever has it all filled out, because they've gotten 20 different people to sign off on something, then she's going to call out bingo. First person to call out bingo. Want to know what you're playing for? $25 gift card to Safeway. All right? Any other questions about how to play? Yes?
Can you fill out one on your own form?
You can fill out one on your own form, but any form that you sign, you can only sign it one time. And the judges are going to verify that, so make sure you guys are honest about it. But you got to just mingle around and find some things out about people. You're going to find out some surprising things. There's people in the room. There's one person in the room that fits one of those, and I don't know that anybody else does, but I'd love to find out if that's true. There's a box in there. Yes. Yes.
And I know no complaints, only solution.
Okay, bring it.
You know what would really be good? If these pens worked.
Oh. Your pen doesn't work? Andy, just for you. That would be fantastic. Thanks for phrasing it that way.
Solution.
I can't. I know. That's why you said no would be good. Thank you for being cognizant. That's all that we're asking for today is just be aware of how you sound when you're coming at something, because sometimes that's all it is. You could have the same exact words jumbled together and it could sound like this. Like he could just say like, these stupid pens don't work. That's a complaint. But Andy recognized it and said, I don't want to complain. I want to bring this to your attention. It would be great that the pen worked. Maybe it could even be a little bit better than that next time, but now he has a pen. Does anybody else have a pen issue? You do? Okay, can we get this guy a pen? You need one? I don't know. Christine, do you have more? Some of them aren't working, I guess. She'll get you some. Not yet. No, not yet. No, when the music starts. When the music starts, please.
Hey, Stacy.
Well, everybody doesn't have a pen.
Go over the bingo instructions.
Okay, bingo instructions go like this. This card looks blank right now. What's going to happen is when the music starts, you're going to get out of your seat. You're going to go find people who match all of these criteria. You're going to be like, oh, who's the one that plays guitar? Who's over 6 foot tall? Who loves horticulture? Who's an only child? Who's a twin? Who's a whatever? And you're going to go through and find people in the room that match that. And somebody's going to be like, Kevin's going to be like, oh, hey, I play guitar. I don't know if he does. I'm just telling you that. But if Kevin does, he can be like, oh, I play guitar. And you guys can go back and forth until all of your boxes are signed. At that time when they're signed, you're going to call out bingo, and one of the referees is going to verify that your board has one signature from every person and not multiples from the same people. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You know some of the answers.
Okay? So, everybody good? Oh, any more pens? Everybody has a pen, a piece of paper?
Here. Take the pressure off.
Wait a second. Wait. Oh, they are? Oh, sorry. They're the color of the, I didn't realize that's what you're talking about. These are colored pens, so they do work, Andy. They just write red on red. That's why you can't see it. All right, I got you. You keep that pen. Yes, ma'am.
When they find the person that matches that box, does that person sign that box?
Yes, that's correct, yeah. And that person could find them as well. Say I know I play guitar, and I could be like, Jason, I play guitar, let me sign yours. And you could be like, oh, I'm a whatever, let me sign yours. And we could just exchange right there. That's how it goes. It's not like a huge mystery. It's just what it is. How much time is 7:27?
You said you had to wait till the music starts?
Yeah, it's gonna start in 1 second. Hey, don't start yet, you guys. The music's about to start. Oh, 18, okay. All right, there. Hey guys, don't start yet. Does everybody have it clear? Christine?
Yes.
You're good? Okay, all right. As soon as the music starts, you guys can get this party started.
Is that audio?